Today we have a new guest on our program. He is a bit nuts and a conspiracy theorist, but we are going to indulge him. He is here to talk about the Tree of Death. We ask the host of biblaridion.info the question. What is the Tree of Death?
Thank you for having me on your program, Jane. I will be talking about the Tree of Death today, which is part of the belief of the Kabbalah. We'll explain what that means in a moment.
You should be locked up inside. You look like you are on a beach in the Caribbean.
Yes, Jane, I am on a beach in the Caribbean, and I'm drinking a nice pina colada here. There's nothing like the fresh air to help heal yourself. And any music you hear in the background is my wife practicing her piano out there on the sand somewhere. Hi, I'm back in my garden again. I enjoyed my trip to the Caribbean, but unfortunately, life goes on and we're back in the grindstone. Now, I've got to give you a crash course on the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life. And as you know, the Bible has a Tree of Life, but it also has the Tree of the Knowledge of Good and Evil. Now, you can take all that literally or metaphorically. I'll let you argue about that amongst yourselves as how you want to see that. But in the Jewish mysticism or Kabbalah, they have the Tree of Life, and it has the number 10 is very important. Now, I'm no expert at this. I'm just letting you know what I've picked up just over the last day or two, because I don't really want to know the deep things of Satan, as a good book says. But they have this tree here, which I'm showing you, which is the Tree of Life. And it's, if you see this shape, you know they're talking about the Tree of Life, and it's got all these attributes here: the Kita, the Bina, the Dat, the Shoma, which is wisdom, the crown, etc., etc. And if you go down here in this page, for example, it will tell you what all those attributes are. And it goes down here, tells you what the key to the crown: knowledge, wisdom, understanding, love. You know, these are all, admirable aspects: the glory, the connection, the sovereignty or the kingdom. So that's one website that shows you what the Tree of Life means. But we're talking about the Tree of Death. Article. Now, here is an interesting article on the Tree of Death, as well as the Tree of Life. Here's the Tree of Life again, the diagram, and what all the numbers mean, and the double letters, and blah blah blah, all this Kabbalah stuff. The development through history of the Tree of Life, the different symbolism and so forth, how it's portrayed. It's actually a 3D. Here's an image of it as a 3D. You can see it there in 3D. And here, a top view. It's related to all the planets. Here, look, in the different hemispheres and so forth. But here's a diagram once again of how it portrays a 3D image, which is quite interesting because it can be seen in as a tree in all dimensions. There you go. Triangles form quite a big part of it. Triangles, star-shaped. There you go. Somebody's drawn it out as a 3D. That's a Tree of Life. But the Tree of Life also has a counterpart, which is obviously the Tree of Death. It's a bit like the yin and the yang, and they don't normally tell you about the Tree of Death. And the Tree of Death, as you can see here in this diagram, comes with a set of numbers attached to it. And it looks very much like this here in the 3D, which is the coronavirus spike protein. Now have a look. I'm going to show you this. Here we go. There is a Tree of Death. and it is associated with devils and demons and just about any demon you can think of. There you go. You see all the numbers, 96 especially, and look how it goes. This 96 is doubled and becomes 192, and then another 96 becomes 384. This is all linked to the number 96, and this tree of death, like I said, is linked to demons and devils, all sorts of demons and devils, Azazel, Beelzebub, Egyptian gods, all sorts of darkness and doom and gloom. And isn't it interesting that it looks a bit like this? Isn't it interesting? But so I just wanted to have a look at this, because if you look at the Gematria, as you can see, I've updated my spreadsheet, or I will update it and put a version 2 on, and all the numbers here are the numbers that are obtained through the English ordinal system. You can see the number 72 appears 4 times, but look at the number 96 through here. What does that mean? And some of these do add up to the same amounts as the Gematria, like 768, and between the 96 and the 108 again here adds up to 288. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what these numbers mean, but it's definitely suspicious in my book, especially when you consider this is probably meant to wrap round in a 2D 3D type way, and there's something going on. I'm certain of it. So we have the tree of life, and this is in Jewish mysticism, and it's counterbalanced with the tree of death. But this is rather, as you can see, rather satanic, isn't it? The tree of death. But the thing is, we might ask, well, you know, Egyptian gods and all that sort of thing, and Babylonian demons and all this, but we mustn't forget the Jewish people have been, at one stage or other, have been in Egypt. They've been in Babylon. They've lived in every ancient civilization, and they've picked up some of these beliefs, if you can call them that, which are basically satanic, because this is just black magic. The tree of death, which is supposed to counterbalance the tree of life, is black magic, and the Kabbalists have given themselves over to it fully. I believe that what we are seeing here, that the Kabbalah is a continuation of Sabbatean Judaism and Frankism, and that they believe that they have to undo creation, make it null and void, in order to recreate themselves as gods on earth.
Well, I am sorry, I think that is just nonsense. A plot to take over and reshape the world? This is just a virus caused by eating bat soup. As long as we stay inside for at least 6 months, we should be okay.
Jane, can't you see that you're being psychologically conditioned? That they're trying to basically brainwash you, keep you locked in and brainwash you and make you afraid. Can't you see that?
Wash your hands. Keep your social distance. Stay indoors. Lock down. Save the elderly. We need vaccines. Flatten the curve. Wash your hands. Keep your social distance. Stay indoors. Lock down. Save the elderly. We need vaccines. Flatten the curve. Wash your hands. Keep your social distance. Stay indoors. Lock down. Save the elderly. We need vaccines. Flatten the curve.